Lord Jesus. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Halftime, just saying, little preseason football. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bucko's Locker. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. I'm just saying, I had to come on here and make a quick little video, about 10-15 minutes. Just a little conversation real quick about one particular guy. And the reason why he's a topic of conversation. Now, if you've been paying attention, you know why I'm bringing him up. You know why I'm bringing this guy up. Just if you've been following this channel along, and especially when it comes to Logan Hall, you know why I'm bringing him up. Does anybody got an idea why I'm bringing up Logan Hall? Does anybody want to know why I'm bringing up Logan Hall? It coincides with what we're seeing tonight. Just saying, let me see if anybody understands why I'm bringing him up. Also, I also want to give a shout out to Eric Bieniemy. Shout out to Eric Bieniemy. He received a lot of flack about not being able to call plays. He not calling plays. It was Andy Reid, and even though Andy Reid said he calls the plays, and nobody believed Andy Reid, even though he told them. And well, looks like Eric Bieniemy looks okay to me with a second-year quarterback. He's doing this with Sam Howell, a low-ceiling, low-floor quarterback. Got the offense chucking the ball around. I get it. It's against backups, but it looks like the offense is running to me just fine. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's get to Logan Hall. I want to talk about Logan Hall. Right? And the reason why he popped up in my head today, does anybody know why am I bringing up Logan Hall tonight? We got about 13 minutes. Why am I bringing up Logan Hall? Does anybody know? Why am I bringing up Logan Hall tonight? First pick in the second round in the 2022 draft. First year was a wash. Logan Hall's first year was a wash. He didn't do anything. He was not ready. Now, does anybody remember leading up to the draft when I was talking about D-line prospects? Who was I talking about besides Logan Hall? Does anybody remember that conversation we had about D-linemen in 2022 draft class? Does anybody remember the other guys I was talking about? One guy in particular. See, somebody got it already. There we go. Somebody got it already. There was one particular guy I wanted the Bucs to draft, and they did not draft him. For whatever reason, they chose not to draft him. And I said it, this dude gonna be a problem. And I turned on the TV tonight, and I'm thinking, and as soon as I see him doing things on the field, his name being called, I think about Logan Hall. Every time I see Travis Jones, if those of you that don't know who I'm talking about, every time I see Travis Jones, I think about Logan Hall. I watched this young man at the Senior Bowl in college, 6'4", 320 pounds, 330 pounds, a problem. His name is called, and he got some snaps last year. He got hurt too. But his name is being called so much more than Logan Hall. Has Logan Hall's name being called in preseason at all? Can anybody answer that question? I hope Logan Hall turns out to be a good football player, but right now he is so far behind Travis Jones. And I told you I'm going to do this quite often. I'm going to keep in contact. I'm going to keep track of guys that I know it's a woulda, coulda, shoulda situation, but I'm going to keep track of guys that the Bucs was like, nah, we good. We're going to draft this guy. I'm going to do this every season moving forward. Now, if our guy does good, that's great. But if our guy doesn't do good, and the guy that plays the same position or similar position does good, I'm going to scratch my head and ask myself, what was Jason Licht and his minions looking at? Why do we always do this? Why do we always somehow pass up on guys that makes the most sense and they go to a team and produce? Now I have Bucs driving Logan Hall. I get it. But I'm saying the second pick in the second round, we draft Luke Gedeke. Travis Jones was right there for the taking. And what did I say? What did the Bucs need? D-line. Because you know what's so funny? Drafting Logan Hall and Travis Jones and then turning around this draft and drafting 2 linemen would have been straight. Would have been perfect. But I got a funny feeling Travis Jones is going to be he's already ahead of Logan Hall. He is NFL ready, and you mean to tell me look, I know about development and all that stuff like that, but this right now it does not look good for Logan Hall. Because all the guys that was drafted in his position seem like they're flashing a whole lot more than Logan Hall. Do you see how fast Travis Jones is? Travis Jones is strong as hell. But I hope and pray Logan Hall gets it together. He has the physical measurement, 6'6", 290 pounds. I get it. But he is so far behind right now. But in the Senior Bowl, Travis Jones was one of the guys I was pointing at. And I was like, you know what? That dude's a problem. I went back and watched some tape, and the tape translates to what you see right now. So I'm looking at Logan Hall like, what is the issue? Why can't we develop D linemen? Why can't we draft D? Can anybody name outside of Warren Sapp D tackles? I'm talking about D tackles. And Booger McFarland. Can anybody name some D tackles that the Bucs developed? I mean, I know we got Vita. I'm just saying that can rush the passer consistently. Hashtag, what did your eyes tell you about Logan Hall? You're right, Johnny R. Johnson. I hope he finds his way because right now he is so far behind. Gerald McCoy. Okay, Gerald McCoy. I forgot about him. Yeah, Gerald McCoy. He's not even close to Gerald McCoy. Not even like, just like kind of like, okay, he's going to be straight. I got more faith in Kalijah Clancy than Logan Hall. Real talk. I'm going to be real with you. Because all the other D tackles that were drafted last year, most of them that were highly drafted or, they on the field. DeMarvin Leal from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh drafted him. He's on the field. Devontae White, he's on the field quite a bit. Jordan Davis, all these guys are just like, man, what's going on with Logan Hall? What you behind for? I know Perrion Winfrey got cut for off the field issues, but he was on the field quite a bit. Zach Carter on the field quite a bit. Travis Jones, obviously. Phadron Mathis is on the field. He got drafted by Washington in that deep D line. What's the issue? He about to tighten up, man. I'm for real. Because I don't want to see this young man just fall apart. He got one more game to show me something. Because if he don't show me something in game 3 in preseason, what does that tell you for the regular season? I'm just saying. If he got to show me something. He got to show me some light. I don't want Logan Hall to be a Noah Spence. But man, he's scaring me right now. Because all these other guys are jumping in and producing and getting some playing time. What is the issue? I mean, we didn't draft. Well, we drafted Logan Hall over, Roger McCreary, Brees Hall, Jalen Petrie, Kyler Gordon, Boye Mofe, Kenneth Walker III, Andrew Booth, John Michie, good slot guy, David Ajabo, Phadron Mathis, Josh Paschal, Jaquan Brisker, the safety, Alante Taylor, George Pickens would have been a great guy behind Mike Evans, Alec Pierce, Sky Moore, Trey McBride, Sam Williams was getting in last year in the playoff game. Ed Ingram, the guard. We got Luke Gedeke, Drake Jackson, James Cook. I'm just naming the guys that was drafted in the second round behind Logan Hall. Just saying. I named multiple guys in the second round that the Bucs could have drafted that would have significantly helped the Bucs right now in their second season. Would have helped the Bucs in the first season. You don't think Kenneth Walker could have helped the Bucs? Or could have been primed for a breakout season this season? You know what I'm saying? You don't think Brees Hall would have been a great back for the Bucs? Jalen Petrie, you don't think him and Antoine Winfield Jr. would have been a nice safety duo? Or Jaquan Brisker, the other safety from Chicago? You don't think those guys? You don't think Sky Moore would have been a great slot guy, and we could have saved the $30 million instead of spending on Russell Gage? I'm just saying. Brian Cook, the safety from that went to Kansas City. You don't think some of these guys would have been better off with the Bucs over Logan Hall? Christian Watson, you don't think he would have been a great compliment to Evans and Godwin versus spending $30 million on Russell Gage? Antoine Winfield Jr. and Brisker would have been perfect safety combination. Young, hungry. Cook, Brisker, and the other safety I mentioned, Jalen Petrie. We chose Logan Hall over those guys. And all those guys I named produced in their first year. And all those guys I named, the Bucs definitely needed that position. Now we got to play catch up. We got to turn around and draft Kalijah Kancey. And we have to turn around and draft Yaya Dobbs. I hope Logan Hall turns out to be something, but all those guys I named are big time producers in their first year. In a second year, you know they're going to do something because they already did good in their first year. Let me go down the list again. Matter of fact, I forgot to mention this guy, Cameron Taylor-Britt, the Cincinnati slot guy. He was playing last year against the Bucs. I was at the game. Rookie from Nebraska, second round pick. You don't think the Bucs need a slot guy? Let me go down the names of the list again. Let me go down the names of the people that we could have drafted over Logan Hall, and we chose not to. In the first pick in the second round, he was the best player in the second round. So let me go down this list again. Christian Watson. You don't think him being with Mike Evans would have been a dynamic, and with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, you don't think that would have been helped the Bucs? They could have took that $30 million and put it somewhere else. Roger McCreary. He was playing before he got hurt. He was getting in some. Breece Hall. We already know about Breece Hall. Jalen Petrie. Do you know about Jalen Petrie? He's way better than Logan Hall right now, regardless of position. The dude, the Arnold Ibiki Ty, the dude from Atlanta, he getting a lot of playing time rushing the passer. I've seen him in preseason show up. Kyler Gordon. You don't think he would have been a good slot guy for the Bucs? The Bucs need a slot guy. Boy Mafe, the pass rusher that Seattle got, he poised for a breakout season in his second season. You don't think he could have helped the Bucs out pass rusher better than Logan Hall? You don't think Andrew Booth would have been a good slot guy? A Wan'Dale Robinson in the slot? A John Mechie in the slot? A Jaquan Brisker? Alontae Taylor in the second round as a corner? You don't think he would have been better than McCollum? A George Pickens behind Mike Evans? Sky Moore, Alec Pierce? A Trey McBride? A Sam Williams who was getting in? What are we doing? What? Logan Hall, please, I hope you be somebody, dog. I swear to God, I named several players in the second round that was drafted after you that are doing so much better than him. And every player I named, the Bucs could have used that player in the position they play in. You don't know. Do you understand how dynamic Antoine Winfield Jr. and Jalen Petrie would have looked? You don't know how dynamic Jaquan Brisker and Winfield Jr. would have looked? Cameron Taylor-Britt in the slot? He's better than McCullough. A Drake Jackson? The outside linebacker that's been getting some playing time in the 49ers D-line? He played last year. Brian Cook, the safety from the Chiefs. I'm not talking about this year's draft. I'm talking about last year. This is why it's a lot of pressure on Logan Hall. He got to show me something, bro. I have yet to hear his name called in the preseason for anything. Okay, Cade Otton over Trey McBride. Well, I wouldn't take Cade Otton over Isaiah Likely. I know that for a fact. I would not take Cade Otton over Isaiah Likely. Are you out of your freaking mind? Isaiah Likely is way more explosive, got better hands. All I'm saying is, as I wrap this up real quick, and I'm going to talk about the quarterback situation real quick. Logan Hall, man, I got my fingers crossed for you, dog, because this can turn to be a terrible pick too, man. I'm not saying it's a terrible pick right now, but man, oh man, if this don't pan out, can you imagine? Let me go down the list real quick for Jason Light in the second and third round in the last couple of years. Robert Hainsley, Luke Gedeke, Kyle Trask, Logan Hall. Boy, are you serious? Jason Light, are you serious? Do not tell me you've missed on all four of those picks. Let me repeat. Was it three? I think it's four. So Robert Hainsley, Luke Gedeke, Kyle Trask, Logan Hall. That's 4 second-round picks. Don't tell me you don't missed on all four of them things. I got my fingers crossed, man. I hope all four turn to be good players. But man, this just ain't looking good right now. Our second-round picks, man. I named over 10 players that could have helped the Bucs at the position they play in the second round last year. But please don't tell me Jason Light has missed on all 4 second-round picks and third-round picks. That's Robert Hainsley. I said second and third-round picks. Robert Hainsley, Luke Gedeke, Logan Hall, Kyle Trask. All 4 guys are supposed to be producing. In the last couple of drafts, they're not producing. I'm just saying. I got my fingers crossed for Logan Hall. But Travis Jones is so much better. And all year long, I'm going to keep track of them two, and I'm going to compare them two all year long. Anyway, in this quarterback situation, it's the talk of the Bucs community. Let me just say this, folks. Y'all need to stop arguing. Please stop arguing about the quarterback situation. It is what it is. It is what it is. Please stop fighting amongst each other about the quarterback situation. It is what it is. Deal with it. There's nothing you can do as a fan. Just support the team. My goodness, you guys are just arguing and just fighting amongst each other about who's going to be the starter. It doesn't matter who's going to be the starter. As long as they can produce, which I don't have the bar set high, but you get what I'm saying. Support the decision. You might not like Baker Mayfield, and I understand the reasons why you don't like him. I'm not a big fan of Baker Mayfield, but I'm going to support the Bucs. The key word, the Bucs. Support the Bucs. You might not like the decisions they make, but at the end of the day, speak your mind, speak your piece, but don't get so personal and so argumentative about the quarterback situation. Look, y'all already know I'm not a big Baker Mayfield fan. Y'all already know that. But guess what? If he wins some games and produce some things, which he should here and there, but I'm not saying this man gonna be a beast mode and all of a sudden he's just gonna be like chucking the ball around, scoring a lot of points. He's never has done that. But guess what? I'm gonna support the team. And when the Bucs win the game, I'm gonna be like, good job. If Baker Mayfield has a good game, good job, Baker Mayfield. Is he the future, in my opinion? No. But I'm going to support it. And if Kyle Trask gets the starting job, and whenever he comes in, I'm going to support Kyle Trask too. Because at the end of the day, it's about the Bucs. It's not about the player. It's about the Bucs. Anyway, so please, folks, stop arguing about who's playing quarterback. And you Gators fans, it's funny how I'm a Gator fan, but it's funny how this works. Because when we had a Florida State quarterback, it was the Gator fans, oh, he's terrible. Now, you Gator fans are seeing how it feels when you have a guy at quarterback and your guy's getting hated on or getting trashed. Now, you got to defend your guy. I'm a Gator fan all day, every day. But I'm a football fan first. I'm not anti-Baker. I'm not pro-Baker. I'm not pro-Kyle Trask. I'm not anti-Kyle Trask. I call it how I see it. So, folks, gotta stop arguing, man. Anyway, Logan Hall, man. Prayers up, man. I hope you get yourself together, man, because Travis Jones got you beat by a long shot, and you ain't close to Jordan Davis. I'm keeping my eye on Devontae Wyatt too. But Travis Jones is my comparison with Logan Hall. Because they both were drafted in the second round, and the Bucs had every opportunity to pick him. And for some strange reason, Travis Jones ends up going in the third round. How is that possible? I don't know. That dude was literally a late first, second round pick. And Logan Hall went before Travis Jones? Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, man. DeMarvin Leo getting some playing time. I'm just saying. Anyway, shout out to all the Pirates of C-Bandits. Thank you for joining a quick little logo session about Logan Hall, specifically about Logan Hall and the ceiling for Logan Hall. And hopefully he does good. But, man, I'm scared, man. I'm scared. I'm scared. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous about Logan Hall, man. Hopefully he reduce. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. Hashtag question mark on Logan Hall. Hashtag Travis Jones is better than Logan Hall right now. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag probability versus possibility. Hashtag why. Hashtag what are we doing in the second and third round? How? Hashtag quarterback situation. Hashtag Baker Mayfield is a starter. Hashtag deal with it. Hashtag don't get mad at me. Buckles lock out. I'm gone. I'm going to bed. I gotta work.